Oh, the car from Carvana's here. Well, will you look at that? It's exactly what I ordered. Like, precisely. It would be crazy if there were any catches. But there aren't, right?
Right. Because that's how car buying should be. With Carvana, you get the car you want. Choose delivery or pickup, and a week to love it or return it.
Buy your car today with
Carvana. Delivery or pickup fees may apply. Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. Everyone is telling her she dreamt it, but in The Woman in Cabin 10, Lo Blacklock is determined to uncover the truth. In the gripping new thriller coming to Netflix October 10th, Keira Knightley plays a journalist aboard a luxury yacht who witnesses a crime she can't unsee. Adapted from Ruth Ware's best-selling novel, directed by Simon Stone. Watch The Woman in Cabin 10, only on Netflix on October 10th.
In police dispatch, a lot of people can be upset if there's a long response time for an officer to arrive after they've made the call to 911 or the non-emergency number. What most people don't know is that we don't work like a restaurant or any number of other businesses where if you are the first in line, you're the first to get served. We don't operate like that. We do a priority system. A good example of this would be if someone calls about a non-injury wreck and they're safely out of a lane of travel, not blocking anything, and they've been waiting for an available officer for 20 minutes, and a call about an active fight or domestic violence came in 2 minutes ago, the fight or domestic violence would be dispatched before the wreck. Same thing goes for an even larger thing, like a shooting. 2 minutes ago that fight came in, but 2 seconds ago someone got shot. Officers will be going to the shooting before the rest, simply due to the danger to the victim and others around the area. The reason I gave that example, sometimes I run the show the same way. I may have an episode planned out, ready to record, and then something pops up, and that plan for the episode gets shifted to the next week because something higher priority needs to be put out. That's what's happened with this episode. Most of this episode will be regarding the murder of Iryna Zarutska. Welcome back to Music City 911. I would venture a guess that most, if not all of you, have heard about the case I'm talking about. It's been mentioned repeatedly all over the news and social media for weeks now. For those that don't know or have limited knowledge on this, I'll try to paint a clearer picture of it with this episode. The reason this popped to the front of the line in my eye, several of the 911 calls that were placed were released just yesterday. When I saw that and heard the calls, I knew they had to be played immediately. So let's get into this. And a bit of warning up front, a couple of the calls are pretty severe, and the description I'll give after the calls is also pretty traumatic.
Charlotte 911, do you need police, fire, or medic?
I need an ambulance.
911 submitted.
Yes, I need a letter.
Medic county fire. What is the address of your emergency?
There's a woman in the train got stabbed, and she's bleeding right now.
What is the address of the emergency?
Okay. There's a woman in the train
Can you hear me?
bleeding, stabbing, and
I need to know where you
the
are.
train stopped at, I don't know what station right here. I think it's in the East or West Boulevard station. I need an ambulance right now.
Okay, I need to know where you are.
I'm at East or West Boulevard station. Can you please get some ambulance down here?
Is it on the train or is it outside of the train?
On the train.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
There's a woman stabbed, and she's bleeding all the way through. And
Are you with the patient
and
now?
she lost a lot of blood, but right now she's breathing right now. But she's
Sir, is
right now on the ambulance right now.
Is the train stopped, sir?
We have to stop already.
Okay, are you with her?
Yes, we are. The whole section are.
How old is she?
I don't know the age of the call.
Was she stabbed, sir?
Who?
Was she stabbed?
I think so. That's what they said. That's what the passenger said.
Okay. Is it in the neck?
I don't know what body. I just need somebody to get it.
It looks like we already have a call in for this location. Someone's giving us more information. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect with you.
Alright.
To give a slight amount of background before discussing this call, the incident took place in Charlotte, North Carolina on August 22nd, 2025. This first call, there was a lot that was left to be desired, but mainly because the caller didn't seem like they were listening very well. As you all know, the location of the emergency is the most important thing to get, and it should always be obtained first. The way it went on this one, it seems that dispatch there is separated with different police and fire/medic dispatchers. The police got the call first, and as soon as it was known there was a medical need, the call is immediately transferred to the medical dispatcher. When they connected, several attempts were made to get the location. Being this was on a train, more specifically the Charlotte Area Transit System, otherwise known as CATS, the train could be at any number of locations. It could still be in motion, or it could be stopped at a station, or even somewhere at a random location. The location is the key to getting help there as fast as possible. Other details can be given while help is on the way. Something like a stabbing, especially one like this where later in the call, it's found out that the victim has been stabbed in the neck, seconds can absolutely matter. But a lot of callers on both emergency and non-emergency calls, they want to explain everything that's happened before answering any questions, much like this one. But even he kept talking while the dispatcher was trying to get the key info, like where they are, as the train stopped, what station, etc. At the end of the call, we hear that more calls are being placed.
Any of us, that could be him
This is
too.
Charlotte 911. Do you need police, fire, medic?
We on the train, this man just fucking stabbed this woman for no reason. I was there right beside us.
You said a male stabbed someone for no reason? Do they need medic?
Yes, on the train. Yes, she bleeding.
Okay, stay in line with medic.
She got a shoulder.
Medic and County Fire, what is the address of the emergency?
We're right at the, what is this? We're at South Hill, right across from Abercrombie East and West Boulevard, the train station.
Right, hang on, let me get that pulled up here.
East and West, yes, East and West Boulevard, train station right across. Oh my God, he just fucking stabbed her to death.
Okay. Okay, are you with the person that was stabbed? Sir, are you with the person that was stabbed? Sir, can you hear me?
I can't hear you, man. What you say?
Okay, are you with the person that was stabbed?
Ma'am?
Are you with the person that was stabbed?
Yes, sir, they got it.
Okay, how old is the person that was stabbed?
What the fuck did he do? I was telling myself, I might see this kid amount of business. And he just got up.
Is the person that stabbed someone, are they still there?
No, they got off the train.
Okay, we have help on the way and they're coming as quickly as they can, okay?
Hurry up, because she's bleeding.
I understand that she's bleeding, sir. We have help on the way.
But she's bleeding a lot.
Sir, I understand that. We have help on the way.
Yeah. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the person who stabbed her, is he black, white, Asian, or Hispanic?
He was black.
And what color clothing was he wearing?
Black shirt and blue jeans, light blue jeans.
Black shirt and light blue jeans?
Yeah, blue jeans. He had an orange hood in his hand too.
Orange hoodie?
On.
Okay, and do you know which direction he left when he got off the train?
Hey.
Do you know what direction he left when he got off the train?
He went towards uptown.
Went towards uptown?
Here, tell me.
Okay. And is there any other distinguishing features about him? Like, does he have any facial hair? Does he have dreads? Does he have long hair, short hair? Sir, this is 911. Can you hear me? Hello, this is 911. Can you hear me?
I ain't know like that, no, bro.
Wait, 911 disconnecting. I have them on the website.
Obviously, the caller was very distraught by what he just witnessed. He led off with, "Someone got stabbed for no reason." He mentioned that she was bleeding a lot. There was a ton of commotion in the background, and at times, it was a bit difficult for the caller to hear what the dispatcher was saying, and even I had trouble making out some of what the caller was saying. After the medical dispatcher got what they needed, the police dispatcher, who was on the line with them the whole time, jumped back on and started getting a suspect description and direction of flight to relay to officers who were also already on the way. Multiple calls were being placed, including from those that weren't directly on the train, but were just trying to make sure that help was on the way.
You call it, Charlotte 911, do you need police, fire, or medic?
We need medic and police.
Beautiful for medic, one moment.
Medic and County Fire, what is the address of the emergency?
The address is,
Is it a fixation?
yes,
We got it. We're on the way.
all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Medic, do you need police?
Yeah, we have a bunch of callers, so I think the last call was on with it.
You don't have anything. What's going on over there?
CMPD and medic is in. It was a stabbing on the train. That's what the operator said. Somebody called her and told her that it was a stabbing on the train.
Okay.
And we're holding the train at East-West.
All right. What is the address that we're responding to?
It's Camden Road.
That's Camden Road, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And when did that happen, the stabbing?
I'm sorry.
When did the stabbing happen?
It's been about five minutes.
Okay. Is the person who did that still there?
I'm not sure, sir, if they're still on the train.
Okay. One moment. Alright, and the person the victim, are they black, white, Asian, or Hispanic?
We don't have that information.
Okay. Where are they right now as the victim? Are they on the platform?
I'm not sure if they're on the platform or the train. We're just holding the train at this point.
Okay. One moment.
We're thinking he's still on, or he or she is still on the train.
Okay. Okay. So you think that the suspect who did it is still on the train?
I'm not sure. CMPD is not there yet.
No, this is CMPD.
Oh. Yeah, we don't know if the suspect is still on the train or not.
Alright.
This is like the control center, and we just got the call from the operator because other passengers reported it. So we're not sure if the individual that did it or the individual that's injured is still on the train.
Okay. Alright, ma'am. It looks like we've got a few calls in, actually, so I'm hoping... I don't know if maybe passengers called. One second. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, there's quite a few calls.
Okay.
But we'll be responding.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Bye.
Calling from the CATS control center, they received a very minimal report of a stabbing on the train. Luckily, the control center dispatcher was able to know the exact location of where this train was. During the call, you could hear what I assume is someone else from the control center in the background making announcements remotely, asking passengers who were not assisting the victim to exit the train and the passengers that were on the platform to move to the front of the train, presumably to make room for responders to have the quickest response without having to wade through potentially dozens of people. When we get back, I'll play the final two calls and get into the very tragic details about all this. As the weather cools, I'm swapping in the pieces that actually get the job done. Warm, durable, and built to last. And Quince delivers every time with wardrobe staples that'll carry you through the season. Quince has the kind of fall staples you'll actually want to wear on repeat, like 100% Mongolian cashmere from just $60, classic fit denim, and real leather and wool outerwear that looks sharp and holds up. I actually did a bit of a fire and ice mix when I picked up one of those 100% Mongolian cashmere sweaters, which is super warm and soft, along with a pair of their 100% silk boxers to keep my underbits nice and cool. And their selection doesn't stop there. They carry an extensive line of high-quality travel items, incredible-looking furniture, and men's and women's wear, and beyond. Layer up this fall with pieces that feel as good as they look. Go to quince.com/MC901 for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too. That's QUINCE.com/MC901. Free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/MC911.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Psst, healthcare pros, word's out, and it's too good to keep quiet. Look, LinkedIn is revolutionizing job hunting, making it possible to search by specialty, shift preference, and salary. Endless scrolling is out. Whether it's a mental health therapist or dental hygienist, finding the perfect role is faster and easier than ever. Head to linkedin.com/healthcare and start your search today.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Charlotte 911, DD Police Fire Medic.
Yes, please. We're in Charlotte on the rail trail at stop. I don't know, but this lady just got stabbed.
Okay, let me get medic on the line.
Thank you.
Medic and County Fire, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, I'm not sure where we are. Let me get somebody. There's a tall building with blue X's on it. Hey, where are we right now?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, this is Medic. What's the address of the emergency?
Yeah, we're at the we're on the rail trail at the east-west station.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. We didn't see it. There's just a lady right now on the ground with a lot of blood. And everybody's screaming that she got stabbed. And I don't know if anybody's called 911 yet. People are just freaking out.
Okay, I'm going to get some more information. Are you with the patient now?
Yes, she's on the train.
On the train?
She's on the train. She's on the ground right now. There's people around her right now. I think they're holding pressure on this wound site.
How old is the patient?
She looks young. I don't know. I don't think she's responsive right now. There's a lot of blood.
So it does appear that we have another call on a PD. Are you still on?
Yes, I am online. There's a lot of people I think who just called you.
Hang on one second, ma'am. PD?
Yes.
Looks like I do have a call in. They, for some reason, put it in at...
I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit, Maddie. Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, we have it in East Boulevard.
Okay. Okay, I got you. And ma'am, did you see the person who stabbed the female at all?
No, I did not. We were on a different train cart down the road line, and this is the very last train car.
Okay.
They're still on the train. I think she's dead. I don't think she's responding. There's people around her. I'm like away from them. There's two people around her trying to help her right now. I think the person stabbed her is gone.
Okay.
She's stabbed in the carotid, I believe. There's a lot of blood.
Alrighty. I do see that information. You said you believe that she may have passed, that she may be beyond help?
Yes, it looks like she has, but we're not 100% confident that she's gone. I'm not pushing it. There's a lot of people around her. They're all saying that she's gone. The pupils are blown out, and there's no pulse. I hear the police coming. I think
Okay. If they are, holding pressure on it, then that's fine. Just let me know when.
I think she's gone. I say back away.
Okay, there's nobody trying to control the video this time?
Let me look.
Okay.
No, somebody's still on the wound, but it's like so much blood.
Yeah, I understand. Alright, just let me know when police are right there with you guys, and I'll go ahead and disconnect. I appreciate you calling, because we did get a few calls about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry it wasn't more helpful. I just wanted to make sure somebody called that in.
No, that's perfectly okay, and we do appreciate it. I understand that you're in a situation, but I appreciate you trying to get her help.
Yeah, the police I hear the sirens, but I don't see them.
Okay. I gotcha. Is there any way you can try and guide them to where she's at? Only if it takes to do so is perfectly fine if not.
I think I see somebody coming.
Okay.
They're here. I think it's fire.
Okay. Fire's gonna help her. I gotcha. Fire's gonna help her. I appreciate you calling. You have a safe night.
They're here. Thank you.
Alrighty. No problem.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The caller was on the train with the victim, but wasn't directly beside her. She was close enough to see that there was a lot of blood and could hear people say that she was unresponsive and had no pulse. Everyone there thought she was already gone. The dispatcher did mention keeping pressure on the wound, but I'll give more details about that after this last call.
Charlotte 911, do you need police, fire, or medic?
Police, man. The girl got stabbed on the train.
You said someone got stabbed on the train? Give me 1 second.
Yeah. I think she's dead, man. I think the girl might be dead, man. The fire truck just got here, but there's no police presence. And the guy that did it is standing over here on the ramp. And people are like...
Okay, so that call's been entered into service, okay?
Okay.
All right. If anything changes, just give us a call back.
All right.
All right, bye.
Hey, man. Hey, look, the fucking guy that stabbed us over there on the other platform, man, with his hand wrapped up. Which guy is the guy? He got dreadlocks on the other side of the ramp. He got his hand wrapped up in the red shirt, man. He got his right over there with the mic and everything, dude. The police ain't got here yet. Y'all be careful, man. It's not a knife.
Sir, can you hear me?
Right there, right up there.
Sir, can you hear me? 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 Sir. Sir, can you hear me? Sir.
Hello?
Sir, you said that the male suspect who stabbed that female is there on the other platform?
Yeah, he's on the other platform. He's a black male, dreadlocks. He got his hand wrapped up in a red jacket, a black T-shirt, because his fingers like hanging off his hand.
Okay, just give me 1 second.
He got dreadlocks. He got on blue jeans, a black T-shirt, and his hand is wrapped up. He got long dreads. He's walking back and forth on the platform.
Is he wearing an orange hoodie?
No, he got a black T-shirt on. The hoodie's wrapped around his hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you see on the same platform? All right. Maybe we got all the routes have location. Okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
He's on the opposite platform.
Okay.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can find options that fit your budget and potentially lower your bills. Try it at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Introducing IVF Disrupted, the Kindbody story, a podcast about a company that promised to revolutionize fertility care. It grew like a tech startup, While Kindbody did help women start families, it also left behind a stream of disillusioned and angry patients.
You think you're finally in the right hands. You're just not.
Listen to IVF Disrupted, the Kindbody story on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Getting into the details about what happened, the suspect, DeCarlos DeJuan Brown Jr., age 34, can be seen via security cameras inside the train, entering at a stop. He sits down in a seat next to a window. In the video, you can see him shaking his head and making various facial expression changes, almost like he's having something going on in his head. A couple minutes later, the victim, Iryna Zarutska, 23 years old, can be seen entering the train and sitting down in an aisle seat in a row directly in front of the DeCarlos. She had just got off her job at a pizza shop called Zappetti's Pizzeria and was on her way home. She was dressed in a uniform t-shirt and hat with some khaki-colored pants. She was wearing glasses, and after she sat down, she started looking at her phone. She was also wearing earbuds, so she may not have been able to hear what was going on around her. Iryna and DeCarlos never had any interaction at all. No words exchanged, and I don't even think she really even looked at him. Approximately 4 minutes after Iryna sits down, DeCarlos can be seen taking a folding knife out of his pocket, unfolding it, and then after grabbing the railing on the back of the seat likely to steady himself, he makes 3 very intense stabbing motions towards Iryna. At least one of those hits her in the neck. Immediately stunned, she brings her knees up to her chest and starts looking over her shoulder to see what had just happened and if the person that did whatever it was to her was still there. DeCarlos then walks casually past her. I'm certain that when the stabbing happened, Iryna was in an intense amount of pain. It's hard to say this, but I don't think she was in pain that long. If you hit a main artery in the neck, you'll likely bleed out incredibly quickly. That's what happened with her. Seconds go by before she is seen falling over sideways to her left in the seat and then tumbling onto the floor. People sitting in the immediate area initially didn't move at all. The entire stabbing incident was over in just a couple of seconds. Those other passengers probably didn't register what was happening. If I were sitting and not looking directly at them, I probably wouldn't have known either. A lot of people have criticized the other passengers for not immediately trying to help Iryna, but I'm not really sure that it would have mattered. Her blood loss was so severe, she was unconscious and likely in full cardiac arrest in well under a minute. On the last 911 call I played, when the dispatcher mentioned keeping pressure on the wound, that would have likely had to have happened within seconds of the attack. And when I say seconds, I mean probably 5 to 10 seconds at max. And even with that, the amount of blood loss was likely so severe, keeping pressure on the wound might not have helped. DeCarlos, as Iryna is quickly fading away, starts walking towards the front of the train, leaving behind a blood trail of his own. He stabbed Iryna with such force that he ended up badly slicing his own hand. He can be seen taking off his hoodie and wrapping it around his hand as the train is stopping. He exits the train and then walks to an adjacent platform and stands there. When police arrive, he is quickly taken into custody. Iryna and her family had moved to the United States from Ukraine in 2022 to escape the war with Russia. Before leaving, they had lived in a small bomb shelter for months. She came here with her mother, brother, and her sister. Her father had to remain in Ukraine due to laws preventing fighting-age men from leaving the country in case they were needed for the war. Iryna had a college degree in art and restoration from Synergy College there in Ukraine. When she got here, she didn't speak English. She started taking classes and learned to drive, since their family had never owned a car. She had enrolled in even more college classes while here and was working in that pizzeria I mentioned. She and her family came here to escape a war that might have killed them all. She wanted a better life for herself and her family, but instead, she was murdered by a random person on a train while she was just trying to go home from work. DeCarlos Brown was what seemed like a career criminal with a history of mental illness. In total, he had been arrested 14 times for a variety of violent and nonviolent offenses. Between 2007 and 2009, he was arrested 3 times for simple assault, disorderly conduct, and resisting a police officer. All of those charges were dismissed. In 2011, he was charged with some misdemeanors and failed to show up for court for them. Later in the same year, he got a speeding ticket and again failed to go to court. He was arrested nearly 2 years later on that charge. He was also arrested for shoplifting in 2013, and further on in the same year, was arrested for an older warrant for failing to appear in court for a case of communicating threats and injury to property. He was released on an unsecured bond the same day he was arrested. That was in August of 2013. In November of 2013, he was again arrested for breaking and entering and larceny, both felonies. 3 other warrants were served during the arrest, one for the shoplifting, one for threats, and the last, the property injury. He pled guilty to shoplifting, and the threat and property injury cases were dismissed. He was convicted of the breaking and entering and sentenced to just 30 days in jail for a felony. He was given 2 years supervised probation after that. In August of 2014, he robbed a man of $750 and a phone at gunpoint. The items stolen were later found at his apartment. He was arrested and charged with robbery with a dangerous weapon and possession of a firearm by a felon. Cases like that can be prosecuted federally and be given a stiffer sentence, but this one was passed over. He served 5 years in prison for that one, with a 1-year parole afterwards. The first of those 2 charges had a maximum of 17 years and a minimum for a habitual felon, which it seems he should have been classified as, of 10 years. And as I said, he served 5. Had the weapons charge been prosecuted federally, that would have had up to a 10-year prison sentence. He had 3 more various charges from 2022 to 2024, all of which were likely dismissed since the court records no longer exist. One charge in 2022 was for an assault on his sister, where he supposedly bit her and then damaged some of her property. She refused to prosecute because she believed more jail time would be bad for his mental illness, which was a schizophrenia diagnosis in 2014. April and May of 2024, he was arrested for dialing 911 without an emergency. Dismissed. 2025 in January, another misuse of 911. This time while he was standing outside of a hospital and asked for officers to come help him because a man-made object that was controlling how he could eat, walk, and talked. He believed that was inside of him. Officers told him that it was a medical issue that would need to be treated there at the hospital. He didn't like that and called 911 directly in front of them because he didn't like what the police were telling him. He was arrested and taken to jail. He was released 2 days later on a written promise to appear. This was after not appearing in court so many times before. I read all of these things out to say one thing. This man needed to be locked up, either in jail or a mental facility. He had no business being on the streets, and the evidence of this is a dead 23-year-old woman because of his actions. A woman whose own father wasn't able to attend her funeral due to the law in Ukraine that I mentioned before. DeCarlos Brown Jr. has been arrested and charged with first-degree murder in North Carolina State Court and causing a death on a mass transportation system in federal court. He's being held without bond and currently undergoing a 60-day psychological evaluation. That's going to do it for this one, and it was absolutely tragic. Be sure to follow the show on all social media. They're listed in the show notes. Head over to patreon.com/MusicCity911 for ad-free episodes and bonus content. Very recently, I've added some more content, this time a video with yours truly in it. If you want to see that, patreon.com/MusicCity911. And freshly linked to MusicCity911.com, my new merch store. If you want to get some new fall looks, or just to be the envy of other true crime fans, head over to MusicCity911.com and hit the shop button and pick up a t-shirt, hoodie, or any other item. Until next time, for Music City 911, I'm Brandon, and y'all have a good one.